The Akatsuki is perhaps one of the most interesting parts of Naruto. They're the rebel badass group that talk the talk and walk the fucking walk. Not only are they immensely powerful, but they bring some of the best character and manga lore to Naruto. Period. Undistinguished Akatsuki members are few and far apart. Nevertheless, the Akatsuki was known not so much for its individualistic manners, but its emphasis on its two-man teams, crafting some of the best iconic duos in all of anime. So, without wasting any more time, here are the top 5 Akatsuki teams. Now, this isn't necessarily a team known for their battles, but they both have been present since the inception of the Akatsuki and have caused most, if not all, of the major plot points in the series. Zetsu is an associate of Tobi and Madara, and joins the Akatsuki long before Tobi. Although white and black Zetsu often interact as one individual, Zetsu is made of two separate personalities. A bickering duo, they're always the first call for a mission of espionage and are always present in time of evidence disposal and major story turning points. They're constantly evading capture and, despite being deeply rooted in the shinobi conflict, have remained significantly anonymous throughout the series. Their synergetic powers of size manipulation and transportation allow them to comment on some pretty daring fights, present at Sasuke, Itachi's, Obito, and Rin's battle. Simply by history, this team takes our number 5 spot. Sasori and Deidara first met when Sasori, Itachi, and Kisame attempted to recruit Deidara into Akatsuki to be Sasori's new partner. Sasori and Deidara would work together for a few years and were an effective team for the most part, successfully capturing the One-Tailed Shikaku together during the Kazekage rescue arc. They're both artists, but have opposing views on what art was. Although they often bicker, Sasori and Daidara are one of the most natural teams in the series. Their styles are complementative in nature, as they're both long-range ninjas and considered to be one of, if not the best, in their respective arts. The cockiness and egotistical hubris that they both show in their battles are obvious indicators of why they were paired together, and neither are afraid to get their hands dirty. The duo has given us some pretty interesting battles, most notably Daidara's capture of Gaara and his battle against Sasuke. Oh boy, first can we talk about that fight with Kakashi though? Alright, there's honestly not another team whose attributes complement each other greater than Kakuzu and Hidan. Both are immortal in their respective rights, and it isn't just a random skill thrown at them either. Their immortality works to develop their character and the team as a whole. Kakuzu, known for killing all of his partners before him, finds his perfect match in Hidan, a ninja who is the antithesis to Kakuzu's planned and methodic ways. Unlike the other groups, this team is known for actively hating each other, yet are arguably one of the most effective teams in the entire series. They captured the Seven Tails and the Two Tails with ease, and killed off Asuma relatively quickly. Dubbed the Immortal Combo, their styles weave together. If Hidan is dismembered, Kakuzu can sew him back together. Kakuzu, meanwhile, can launch indiscriminate attacks without needing to worry about Hidan being killed in the crossfire. Hell, even Shikamaru, the genius of the leaf, believes they are unstoppable so long as they work together. They're just fucking beasts.
Alright, I can already hear the fangirling from here, but keep it in your pants, boys. We know how fucking awesome they are. So, Itachi and Kisame, they're the first Akatsuki team we're introduced to and are really the most telltale team in the entire Naruto series. What I mean is that they've been around for most of the Naruto storyline, and they've contributed to almost every arc one way or another. There's just so much to say about this group, so let's start. Itachi himself, he could have an entire video dedicated to him, and he's arguably a bigger traitor to Konoha than Orochimaru. Well, at least in the eyes of the public, and especially in the eyes of the Uchiha. Itachi killed his entire clan and left only Sasuke alive, leaving a mystery shrouded for the majority of the series. If Sasuke was the calm, brooding guy all the girls fell for, well, Itachi was that, but for all the men to fall for it. I mean, you know, who doesn't have a crush on this guy? From the very first time they talked about him, Orochimaru, an established powerful Sannin, regarded that even he couldn't beat Itachi, and his amazing and unique visual prowess. Itachi's eyes, while unique for the first part of Shippuden anyways, was one of the coolest treats for fans, and everyone knew that an epic battle was sure to come when that Sharingan sound effect came on. Now at his side was Kisame. While Itachi was quiet and the silent but deadly type, Kisame was an animal, but the perfect type to stand by Itachi. What I mean by this is that Kisame was a frenzy fighter, but methodical too, a Hannibal of sorts. He was intelligent, but also able to deliver a quick and precise kill. After all, he was known as a tailed beast without a tail for a reason. This team treated us to our first Akatsuki battle against the Leafs Jonin, and it was a treat for sure. Even in their individual battles, Kisame surprised no one with how efficient and strong he was just by taking out B. And even a 30% clone of Kisame was able to go toe to toe with 6 Gates guy. Plus, you know, Kisame was a real nigga, he didn't snitch. Plus, Itachi vs Sasuke was so highly anticipated that it was arguably the most climactic and series changing fight, second to only one. And that's, well, okay, I know everyone's gonna be like, "Dude of comics, Payne doesn't count, it's one person, it's Nagato, so..." Listen, okay, it's Payne. Payne has several bodies and was addressed as such, so we're gonna do the same, okay? Anyways, yeah, Payne is accredited with providing the series with its most interesting and perhaps greatest story arc. Payne is based upon the 6 paths of Buddhism, and is practically undefeated. I mean, the only reason Naruto was able to beat him was because he turned to Kyuubi and had background intelligence on him. And if not for that, I'm pretty sure Payne would have killed him right then and there. Payne has almost no flaws, receiving his powers from Nagato's Rinnegan. His team leader is a Deva path, through which he can manipulate attractive and repulsive forces, as well as Chibaku Tensei, the OP as fuck ability to release a black orb that gravitates nearly everything to its center. Then we have the Animal path, who can manage summons that are strong enough to take on Gamabunta and his partners, even shaking Jiraiya in his Sage mode. Then there's the Naraka path, who, no surprise there, is OP as fuck too, able to bring back any pain or being to life, which honestly makes him the most valuable Payne. We also have the Asura path, a being with a mechanical body able to summon various ballistic and mechanical weapons. Then there's the Human path, able to read the mind and receive all knowledge of those whose soul he absorbs, and the Predator path, who can absorb chakra in any form. Payne was the background of the Akatsuki. He was its backbone and pretty much controlled all events in the entire Naruto series. While many believe Madara to be the protagonist of the entire series, you can argue that Payne was the ultimate villain, as he truly pushed Naruto and his supporting characters like no other. He was responsible for the most amount of deaths in the Akatsuki, and if you consider it, perhaps the most amount of deaths in the entire series. And everyone, even Hanzo the Salamander, who easily defeated the 3 Sannin, was beaten shitless by Payne. There's not much to say except Payne is the best there is. But yeah, that pretty much concludes the list of the strongest Akatsuki teams. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more content, press that like button and keep it real, cause I'll see you in the Den of Comics.
I just like the sound.
Peace.